What's up guys, Winter Kills here, welcome back to a brand new test hand video. I know the past couple of days I've been playing Mermail in a different build. It's been like pure Mermail with no Knightmares or no Sekka, but the only thing in this build that I'm changing is just playing the full Knightmare engine with the Nimbles in the main deck and no Sekka, just the more I agreed lineup with just, I think right now in this build currently I'm testing running just triple Droll Lock and along with, 3 more Soul Charge, 1-for-1, Salvage, and Foolish, with the Nimble engine, like I said, and I'm just going to go ahead and do some test hands. Check out these really cool extra deck sleeves, by the way. Makes everything look like it's DT, it's super awesome. But I'm playing the full Knightmare engine, the Ibli in the main deck, as well. Right now I'm just proxying it as controller because the one that I ordered is on the way. But we're going to go ahead and do some test hands. I might break into some combos later if we don't get the ideal cards we need. Maybe I just have shit luck and I have to show you guys manually. But let's go ahead and shuffle here and see what we can get. And hopefully I'm able to showcase that, I'm not terrible. My build is not bad. And I've just been experimenting with different builds the whole time. And, hopefully I'll be able to show off some cool combos here. So right here we get started by opening what looks to be a pretty decent hand, if I do say so myself. We'll start with 1-for-1, pitch the Infantry to the grave, so we don't use our normal summon here. And I'm going to go ahead and summon out Prince, obviously. And that's going to send Dragoons, add Dragoons, and Megalo. See, right now, if normally the play is super easy to make if you just have Teus Dragoons plus a water. Or Teus Prince plus a water, I should say. Preferably Aqua Spirit is the best card you could have to be that random water, but anything else will really do. But we're going to summon here by discarding both Dragoons because we need to add, and it's good that we open up an extra water, and it's Prince in this case. We could have just normaled the Prince and kept the Infantry in hand, but then we'd have a dead 1-for-1. So right now we have 4 waters in grave, 3 Dragoons. We're going to search another Megalo and another random water, a Sea Serpent, if you will. Yeah, because this Droll Lock bird is kind of making it a little rough, but we'll go ahead and just add any other Sea Serpent. I'm going to add Marksman, just because. Then we're going to summon our other Megalo. It's good that we actually have Prince in hand because this is going to revive an extra card. Then we'll search off this one. I forgot to search off the first one, but we'll search off this one. Because I am playing Sphere in the deck. Then Prince will summon this. Like that. And then we would have been able to go for a Moulin had we not, had to search another water with the Dragoons that wasn't Megalo. So we'll go ahead and link here. And I'm going to make Mistar Boy. Normally we'd make Underclock Taker, but I'm going to make Mistar Boy instead. Put him right there. Make sure you can see everything still. Okay, sort of. There's kind of a bit of a glare. I literally don't know how to get good lighting. It's just there's always a glare. There's always some weird-ass angle I have to put my camera. It's really frustrating sometimes. We're going to go into the Galaxy Broken Hawk and summon 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and use these 2 for Proxy Dragon, because why the fuck not? Where's my boy? There he is. So we had to burn 2 tokens for that. Perfectly fine. And now we're going to have to make Firewall using this, and this token. And Firewall, and then this last token here for Link Spider. Pretty much the standard play you've seen with Firewall and all the tokens. And now we're going to add back both Dragoons, like so. And then here, I'm probably going to go into Goblin with these 2. Because we'll get an extra normal and a special, so we can do this play anyways. So we'll go Chainlink 2 Goblin, Chainlink 1 Fire. We can ditch the Sphere. I'd honestly rather ditch the Droll Lock, if I'm being perfectly honest, because we can have the Sphere set for Disruption, but we also have the Droll Lock, I guess would be better. So we'll just ditch the Sphere, we'll draw into Beaver, and then we'll special this, and then for our extra normal, we go into this, And then we go here into, that's not where Bahamut Shark is. We go here into Bahamut Shark, detach, summon the totally awesome right there. And we, like I said, we could have kept this and ditched the Droll Lockbird to add, what's it called? Add infantry to hand, so we could have the set sphere, bring out pike, ditch the infantry, if you will, and had that extra play. But we have the Droll Lock in hand anyways. I guess it depends on what you're worried about. Going against. If you're worried about them searching a lot, you probably want to keep the Droll. If you're not, then, you know, obviously adjust accordingly with that. Another thing you could do here would probably be, you could make Dweller here instead. You could have also summoned, we could have also done this actually. We could have put this here, and then detached summon here, and then made Mermaid, and ditched Beaver. Yeah, let's see what happens like if we do this. We make Mermaid, put that there, pitch the Beaver, then summon. Summon the Ibly. Where's the Ibly? That's Ibly for now. And then we draw. Draw into Angler, which isn't too bad. It'd be better if this was, if we drew into Aqua Spirit, we'd summon it, use this, and this to go into Griffin. And then we have Griffin there, and then we give him the Ibly, and then we have the Droll Lockbird in hand still, but we didn't draw into anything good. But at the point, I probably would have just kept the Goblin and everything and just gone from there. Ideally, you want to have Decode Talker and another monster on board before you go into the Tomahawk, but it's still like 100% possible to make it work, so long as you go into the Goblin, and then you just, instead of using that extra special off Firewall, you just normal summon your extra normal with the Dragoons that you added. Off of Firewall, off of Firewall, and then you just extra normal, and then special the other one from hand, and then you get a draw out of it. Like I said, you could also, if you have like Aqua Spirit in hand at that point, or have drawn into it, then at that point you probably want to go into Mermaid, and just keep in mind that you probably want to put your Bahamut Shark next to the Goblin. So you'd have Firewall, Goblin, your extra normal Dragoons, your Dragoons over here, and then you make Bahamut Shark, detach, summon over here, and then use Goblin to go into Mermaid up top. I'm trying to make this test hand video a little quick. I recorded one yesterday, but the lighting was even worse than it is now, and my camera like slowly like shifted halfway through and like completely fucked up the video, so that's unlucky. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw into our hand here. Diva, Angler, Infantry, Angler, and Marksman. That's kind of booty cheeks, but we'll play it out. Summon. And then we'll summon, send Dragoons, add Dragoons and Megalo, the usual spiel. The thing that's pretty much saving this play is the fact that we opened the Angler, and with a way to discard it. If not, we just kind of scoop, honestly. So we'll summon this, discard Angler, 3, 2, 1. You could put Angler at 3 if you don't want your Megalo getting hand trapped or something. Completely up to you. Use your own best judgment, of course. So what's nice about this play is it's going to allow us to go into Saryuja, which will hopefully fix our hand, and we get to keep our Megalo on board because, of course, having the level 7s on field to make, you know what is extremely important. I'm going to add a Megalo to hand off the Dragoons because we need that extra Sea Serpent. So yeah, this is actually pretty good, honestly, because we open the Diva and add the access to the Nimble Engine. So we get rid of these 4. We're going to go into Saryuja. He's going to hopefully fix our hand and draw us into Teus. You know, bless RNG here. And we'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then we have these cards in hand. So I'll take Dragoons. I'll put back 1 for 1. I'll put back Moulin. And I'll put back the other Angler. We keep the Moray. And And then here, I probably moray these two. It's a little risky, I know, but we pretty much have a decent play here because we have Saryuj on board with a special summon of Megalo, which is pretty much free, obviously. And then we can combo off from there, sort of like we did previously with like the Mastar Boy, but we just make Underclock Taker instead. And using Underclock Taker is kind of weird sometimes, unless you can turn it into a decode. Then we draw 1, 2, 3. I'm actually getting fucking stacked. That's kind of hilarious. Whatever. That's cool. We'll use this extra special here. Then we'll go into Tomahawk. That was funny that I drew those. Yeah, the Foolish doesn't help us really at all because we already use Angler and there's no other targets in deck, which is honestly hilarious because leave it to right now just to draw not a single water off of that entire play, which is like the possibility of that is just so low. It's not even funny. So we'll make Proxy again, and then we'll do that. Then we have to use this, because this is going to get treated as link 1 because you can't overlink. So 1, 2... Actually, what we can do here, before I go crazy, I want a 1-for-1. Get rid of this Dragoons in hand. Pitch that, and then summon Prince. Of course, we can't use Prince, but we need the extra monster. Yeah, that makes more sense. My bad. Then we do this, this, and this to go for Firewall. All about just getting to Firewall because the card is, you know, perfectly balanced, right? Then we add back both Dragoons. Dragoon 1, Dragoon 2. Here we're probably going to need to make the same play where we make Goblin. But you see the play is pretty much versatile. We're opening up like subpar hands and we're still able to pop off. So we pitch, draw, special, extra normal, and then here we can go into Bahamut. But it's nice to be able to still pull this play off because like we're opening up not the greatest hands and we're still able to make these plays happen to an extent. I'm gonna add Infantry here. And now I want to say like we could go for Mermaid here, pitch, special, put the summon a monster off Firewall here, and then we might be able to make Griffin as well. I kind of just want to run through it really quickly. In some matches you might honestly just want to keep the Goblin to prevent from targeting, but so we'll pitch the Angler, we'll summon that, summon this over here, and then we'll use Firewall after we draw, and then we can special summon this, and then we can make Knightmare Griffin. Get rid of all these. Here we'll go into the Griffin, and then we give them Ibly. We have this in hand, and we have Droll in hand as well, because we're able to draw through a couple cards. And honestly, what we could do here also, we could use the Griffin here, ditch Moulin, set a card. We could set Moray of Greed, and then we draw another card, which is Aqua Spirit, which I'd probably just stop there in all honesty. But yeah, so now they can't special summon monsters that are link. Special summon monsters can't activate their effect unless they're linked. Yeah, it's not terrible, but like this is what we're able to end with, just, you know, a subpar hand. So let's go ahead and put these cards back again. I guess it's kind of good there that I show you that, you know, when you go into the Mermaid, that you still have a decent amount of plays. Like we go through all these extra deck monsters, and I've played through games where my Firewall gets ashed, or not ashed, ghost sherried, And you still make a really good field because you don't have to use resources to go into Firewall, so you just make, like, Goblin and Phoenix, and then your field can't be targeted or destroyed by battle, and then against True Draco, that's, like, super good. Against, fucking Brandish, that's super good. They can't run you over with anything, and then they can't use, like, Widow Anchor to target. They can't use, like, Afterburner, or what the other one is called. It's actually pretty OP. Cerberus sometimes is just not needed unless they have a board wipe. Because I'm not playing Cerberus in this build, I'm just playing, instead of Cerberus, I'm playing Abyss Dweller because the opportunity to have Dweller on board is sometimes just, it's too good to pass up, especially since it can, like, outright win you games, so Dweller's just, I think it's got to be a mainstay. So let's go ahead and draw. So this hand's really good. We already opened up the gun, so we can search. We're not even gonna search off Tejas because we would just rather not search Pike because we're gonna want him in deck for the sphere play. So we'd search just off that, summon this, send Dragoons, add Dragoons, and we can also add Moon Glacia here because we'll be able to Moon them this turn because we open up the Tejas. And we're just going to discard a gun to not use it because we don't need to. So we summon... first we go into Underclock Taker. First time we're summoning him the entire video, PogChamp. Summon Underclock Taker. I usually use the left zone because I think it's the best zone to use. We'll summon. And then this will just get brought out. And then we'll search, obviously. The Abyss Sphere. This sphere is so good, honestly. You just, like, have to play it. Mooling Glacia hits the board. They're down 2 cards, or they burn a hand trap on it. It's whatever. Because they don't use it for what's coming next. Haha. And now we're going to see another person for the first time ever, just because we open up Tejas. And that's Decode Talker. PogChamp. And then we're going to go into, of course, Broken Hawk. And summon some tokens, because let's be degenerate. Why not? And then we'll detach both, summon a fuck ton of tokens because again, why not? See, the reason why having the decode is so good over the Link 2, because we're just gonna go into proxy dragon first, and then we're gonna use this and a token to go into Firewall, so it saves us that extra token on board, and we don't have to use Tomahawk here, which is super nice. And then we last token into Link Spider. I know there's like a glare right here, so I'm trying to keep everything like really close to the edge. And then here, there's another thing you can do, and it's just using, or well, first we have to use Firewall. We'll add back both Dragoons, because we need those. Those are important. We could use this and this to go into either the Goblin to get an extra normal, and a draw, and we can pitch gun to revive something, or we could just go into Phoenix if we wanted to with these two and then still summon, and then Phoenix and this into Griffin, summon, and then we don't have any spells or traps in Grave, so we couldn't usually get the full effect there, but like that's 2 ways you could do it. I think right now, I think it'd be best if I went into the Goblin again, because Goblin's a really good card. Chainlink 2, Chainlink 1, ditch, draw. Gun will activate on a separate chain, I believe. We special, and then we special. Unless we do Chainlink 2, Chainlink 1, and then we discard afterwards. I'm not sure if that'll work, but we still summon this here. And then we can use these two, because we don't need our extra normal, in all honesty. We just really don't. We just get the free Megalo on board. And then we can go into Griffin here. Summon. We could also actually just ditch Sphere in Drew and not revive this, and then use this here to ditch Tejas, I guess it would be, to set the Sphere. But I guess it doesn't really matter. And then we can go here, again into this, into the search, into the summon, into the Teus. And then we could summon the Teus right now too, if we super duper wanted to. And we can make Gaios or something and put Gaios right here. But I don't play Gaios, like this is all that's left in the extra. Yeah, that's all I'd really want to go for, is just set the sphere, and then during their turn for disruption, we special this. And actually, you know what? That's not actually going to even work because we don't have a target in deck for Pike to activate with. So we couldn't do that to get the pitch, but that's just unlucky. We opened double gunned. But even then, we have the extra Megalo on board as an extra body to absorb stuff. So yeah, again, not a terrible field. I don't know what it worked, like how Goblin works in that situation with Firewall. Like I don't know what the chain links have to be. Someone could probably help me with that. It's just weird because I don't know, like you immediately have to discard first in order to even use it. So if you go like Firewall 2, Goblin 1, do you have to discard before you can even start the chain? Or do you just special, discard, draw, and then you go from there? I don't know. Someone could probably tell me. Let's go ahead and do one more. Actually, I just want to open with this, and this. So I'll give you guys just a combo, I guess. With these three cards right here are just nuts. So let's just shuffle up and draw two extra cards and see what we get. Literally, it doesn't matter what we get at this point. This is just a busted hand as is. 1 for 1 and gun. Cool. Why do we keep opening gun, dude? It doesn't make sense. So we summon. Then we send, of course. We get this. We're probably not even going to search off Teus, just to be honest. We just don't need to. There's just no need. Because we don't want to search another gun and then have no target for our Pike, which we're going to eventually have access to later on in the combo. And then we summon this fool. Pitch. No search. Add Moulin. And this play is the best because, like, the fact that you can also have that huge field and then make them have 2 less cards in their starting hand is even better. So now we'd want to summon the Megalo by ditching. We might have to get rid of the Aqua Spirit, which is kind of lame. I guess we still let's just search Pike, honestly, or a Gund, just so we can leave the Aqua Spirit on field or in our hand. So let's link. Like most of these plays, they just happen like no matter really what you open, so long as you have access to a rank 7 and a link 2, which is generally most of your plays. Summon, pitch both guns, search. It sucks. Like I was thinking about playing Dine, double gun, Dine, and Pike, but like it's just so many extra cards to add in the main deck. I don't know. I have to do more experimenting, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. I put those there, and then we summon this here. And then we summon Aqua Spirit. Banish literally anything. We'll banish a gun. And then we use these to go into. We could summon Megalo or Moulin now if we wanted to, too. Then we just go into Decode. So here we get to keep our Moulin on board with, like, having the Aqua Spirit, which is really nice. I think we get to keep it. Use these to go into Proxy. And then we use these to go into Firewall. No, we have to get rid of the Moulin, I'm pretty sure. And then we use... Yeah, because this just gets treated as like an extra token. Or no. My bad. Instead of using the other token, because we'd summon, we'd have Decode here, token, that. So we'd have 3 tokens. So we use 2 to go into this, and then we use this and this instead. My bad. This is how we keep it. We use Decode and Tomahawk for this, and then we use the last token for Link Spider. Okay. I'm like, we still have to, I'm like, this combo's supposed to let you keep that. Like, what the heck? Add back those. And then here we have to go into the Goblin. Use these two. Go into Goblin. See, Goblin is like a common suspect. Always. So let's do it this way. This is probably like a wrong way to do it, but Chainlink 2, Chainlink 1. So special, discard, draw. Drew Foolish. That's insane, actually. That's actually really insane. But we'll extra normal first, and then make Shark up here. Where's my Shark? Shark. So like this is nice because we don't lose our extra, or like our other battle phase. Then here we Foolish. And we send Angler to the grave. And summon Beaver and Sunfish. And then this is going to allow us to go into another link. Which in this case, it's going to be Phoenix. Which is going to prevent our board from being destroyed by battle, which is super nice. At least most of our links. And then we're going to detach. Search my... I'll just search... I'm just going to search Prince because, like, at this point, we can't use the sphere for anything. We just have to keep in hand just to summon something out in case they can try to, like, OTK us. And we also get the Toad, of course. And then here we could also go into... we could do this and go into Knightmare Griffin, obviously, if you wanted to. If you feel like it'll auto-win you the matchup, you can. But like this against True Draco is pretty much game, honestly, because they can't target any of your links, you know, with card effects. They can't be destroyed by battle. We could go, like, because Griffin just doesn't do enough against True Draco. You could go into Griffin if you're playing against Brandish because the special monsters that you have can activate their effects. And then you could probably go into Ibly from there. Like, you could probably link this away and this away for something else. There's probably some other plays you could do, but I think you guys get the gist. There's a whole bunch of fucking combos you can do with this build. And that's why I wanted to make this test hand video to show you guys that, yes, I have a better build now, and I'm not as bad as you think I am. I mean, I probably still made some misplays, which is, of course, going to happen, but in this impromptu test hand video. But I want to show you guys that the build that I'm playing in the last 3 duel videos that I've uploaded, or I'm going to upload, where I'm playing a pure build, it's just I don't agree with the build anymore. I'm not going to play it anymore. I'm going to play this build instead, because it's just much better. Like, the only cards I'm iffy on right now in the main deck are literally Salvage and Foolish instead of 2 Gamma Seal, or maybe another Mermail. I have no idea, though. That's literally all I'm undecided on, but that's pretty much going to do for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, leave a like, and yeah, Winterkill signing out, guys. We'll see you in the next one.